What up, everybody? Today is the 20th, and you may notice something different about me. These bad boys. Yep. Got some blue light blocking glasses, man. So now you can see in the reflection here, you can see all the screens I'm looking at. I have like 3 laptops here. So yeah, I was, man, when I go to sleep at night, sorry, I got a phone call, but when I'd go to sleep at night, I would have this like headache right here, and it'd be like somebody just drilling like a Dremel tool into my head. So man, I had to get something. So hopefully these work out. I'll let you know. They make me look smarter, so maybe that'll make me trade better too. So anyways, a little something new, a little something fresh. But I wanted to do a market update. Today is Wednesday, and yeah, I feel like everything is just kind of bubbling up, man. It's about to boil over, and we're about to see a bunch of action, I think, in the market. So yeah, let's get into it. And if you're seeing me for the first time, thanks for watching. I appreciate you for sure. And you know, we have an amazing group of traders and students, and our VIP group is man, I'm not just saying this because it's mine. I do legit believe this. We have an awesome group of people from all over the world, man, and UK, South Africa, United States, Canada, Portugal, a bunch of people from Portugal coming in, which is super awesome. Shout out to you all. And yeah, you know, and I've laid out my strategies for trading. I send trade setups and signals in hopes that people would use those in conjunction with the training I've laid out, which I've been saying this, trust me, but we are redoing it, and it's going to be awesome because I've grown as a trader from the 1.0 version of the training. 2.0 is going to be badass, I promise. And for everybody that's waiting for it, it'll be well worth it. Got some LaCroix going on, mango. And yeah, so like I said, it's been a great week so far in our VIP group. Caught a huge rally on pound dollar. And, you know, now I'm looking to short the S&P 500. You know, JPY had some serious weakness. And risk on currencies really started to rally. So now that, sorry, I keep getting I keep getting phone calls, and yeah, so risk on really has been cranking, and I think we're at a boiling point. And also I'm going to talk about silver too. We'll probably look at gold too. I haven't really been trading gold, but I am trading silver right now, looking to short the S&P 500 and then figure out a place to buy the dip at the bottom, because I watched this hilarious video today that really made a lot of sense to me about, you know, if you just buying the dip on the S&P 500, because American politics is just like, we're going to keep pumping up the U.S. stock market, and that's totally the game plan for the people that are in charge. So let's take a look at the charts. First setup I have here is the dollar Mexican, dollar peso. This is a tough one to trade, so just I'm in a long-term swing trade here, which has been super profitable. But now there's a couple different things going on here. Kind of looks like a flag from this angle, but that wasn't my original analysis, so I'm not going to switch it up. But we do have this huge, look at this trend line. It's just like perfectly well defined here. And this is the support we're sitting on at the moment. That's on a weekly trend line. Let's take it down to daily. And here we are. That's that same trend line. Definitely looks like some solid support. We can see how well this is held up here, right? So I talked about this in my previous videos. And if you've been watching my previous videos too, I've been talking about cable, GBP USD rallying. and you know, I've been holding it for a few days, and I know some people on my managed account were like, dude, what's going on here? Why is he holding these trades? But we have a nice triangle formation on dollar Mexican. But yeah, dollar, pound dollar rallied big time. And we have a nice doji right here. I'm thinking a drop's going to happen. I'm kind of all over the place, so I'll go back. But we broke out of here, and the next stop is this upper resistance and trend line, which is carving out this inverted head and shoulders pattern, right? And I was saying this right after Christmas, and it's finally coming to fruition. So let's go back to dollar peso. So why I say that though is because we got super overbought here, and for pound dollar, and I'm expecting some dollar strength coming up. I get a lot of messages, man. Some dollar strength coming up, and so we'll see a nice dip here to the 38.2, and this will make for an around here, or this 23.6 fib level is going to make for an excellent buying opportunity. So going back to dollar Mexican, the thing is, this is like a situation where even if we're down, I don't have any problem holding these trades because we're going for the dollar over the peso, and and Mexican government, you know, they have a new leader, and it's gonna, you know, the dollar's gonna rally versus the peso. It's just stronger. So it's just a matter of time. And what we had here, and this is a perfect example of X marks the spot, right? So we had a breakout here. This was like last week. Had a lot of fun scalping in here. Broke out again. Hit this level of resistance here, so you can see it's coming across. And this is another reason why I love the fractals on this iPad. It makes it so easy to spot, at least to my eye. Everybody's eyes are different. And now we're in the middle of this channel here, right? So extend it out like that. Now we have a channel inside here. Making moves, but we're looking to break this 23.6 level. So that's going to be like 19.3. And retesting the top of this channel. And I think it's going to be a great trade because we've already bounced off of this X marks the spot, right? This support zone. And so where's this dollar strength going to come from? Well, the dollar being a safe haven currency, you can see here we are on the S&P 500, right? And this is great. I have my other chart marked up. So what do I see when I'm looking at this? Go all the way out. So if we're talking about just buying the dip, man, I wish I bought it down here, right? Jeez. A lot of people did. A lot of people made a ton of money. So now, are we coming to retest the backside of this? That's big. Probability is pretty high on that one. Now here we are. So we're zoning off our trade, right? This is one of my strategies, and one of the things that helps make my charting easier is zoning everything off. And here we are at the resistance level here, right? So things have really come into a head right here, right? And even further, price is moving up. RSI relative strength is pushing downwards. And on the daily chart here, look, we're into overbought territory. So everything screams a drop. And man, I would love to see a retest. If I'm looking to buy the dip, this is going to be excellent. Excellent place to do it. Let's go into a smaller time frame. And what do y'all think? Ascending wedge? Looks like it to me. It looks pretty textbook ascending wedge. Let's go to 4 hour. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we're set up here. Now, where does the S&P go from here? And so why I'm expecting a jump in dollar peso? Well, if we get a move lower and a drop in the S&P 500, that's going to strengthen the dollar. It's going to make dollar peso bounce. And it's also going to strengthen yen pairs, which have just been getting destroyed this week. And you can see look at how hard of a time it's having in here, right? Look at this. This was yesterday's candle. So we slowed down big time. And here's that big resistance coming across the top. Now, if the opposite side of that is if we break above here, we have okay, sorry, I got another call there. But if we break above here, oh my God, that's going to be, and I think we are going to break above there. But the thing is, look how much this has slowed on the daily chart. It slowed big time. So I think we're going to get a dip first. And on the hourly, we're moving downwards. So I really think it's just a matter of time. So let's take a look at what else does that correlate to. Let's take a look at some of our trades. But first, I'll go into silver. Oh, man, silver's starting to drop hard. Yeah, sorry. I'm excited about this one. Yes. All the people that are in my MAM account are probably super stoked about this one. So yeah, I've been talking about this. Well, I guess past 2 days. I've been posting it on my Instagram story, and here we go. RSI divergent, and look, we were already rejected once, right? Dipped down, made another rally, and try to make higher high, higher high, higher high, and we're getting rejected right here. So the probability that will is very high, but with the drop in the S&P, oh, wrong one. Hear me out on this. I'm going to give you the full spectrum. A drop in the S&P. Let's get our Fibonacci going. Say we get a drop here to our 100 point take 100 pip take profit point. Shoot this out to my my group so they can see it. If you're in my group, you know, you get, I'm always sending stuff for sure. There it is. So if we get a drop on that, that's going to usher in dollar strength, which is going to make dollar MEX pop out of here, which it already is, right? So this is a good precursor of things to come. And also on this, if we break out of this level, which it looks like we're doing, oh man, everything's coming together nicely. I love it when this happens. And so S&P drops. Dollar MEX pops. Little rhyme there. The strength in the dollar is going to make silver crash, which it already kind of is. Well, it's starting to. There's plenty of time to get in on this one. It's 16.08. You know, a move down here. This 38.2 level seems very likely. This going up to the group. Let's take a look at gold. So strengthen the dollar, drop silver. What's it going to do? So it's already starting to move, right? Oh man. Oh, if I wasn't already in all these trades. 1 push, 2 push, 3 push, divergence. Overbought on the daily chart. Dude, I gotta put, I'm putting in a trade here. And let's take a look going across the board here. This was breakout point, but I think from here to here, that's it. We have kind of a similar setup for silver. Here we have false breakouts. On the weekly RSI, man, I hadn't looked at gold much, but when you see something this overbought on a weekly, you know, it just kind of makes me happy. Okay, so I can't sell right now because it's 4:30. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Can you tell I'm excited? Man, I wish I had a limit order there. And I wish I was already in it. So, also oil. So there's our look, right? We're looking at a weekly chart there. Where could this go to? Well, let's just go our Fibonacci to this high, this low, and this 38.2. I mean, perfect, perfect. You can see how this matches up right there pretty well. And you know, gold, I'm not a huge gold trader, but man, it can be pretty technical. Like it sets up nicely. It just has a tendency to burn people super bad for sure. And it hurts when you get burnt by gold. Everybody, every new trader too, and I've done it too, gets like sucked in by the alluringness of gold. Like, oh, are you trading gold? Like, it's just something about it, man. People get sucked in, and it can be super dangerous. If we're going commodities too, let's take a look at oil. So oil has been running in conjunction with the S&P big time. The thing is, we really broke out of this completed the inverted head and shoulder pattern 100% here. My concern with this, I just don't think it's going to keep it up because of this one huge touch in here, second huge touch in here, and you know, the If it went to 59, that would be huge. But I think we're going to see a drop because I think it's just running out of gas, right? You like that? Yeah. So, but seriously though, oil, I do think it's running out of gas. And what happened here is it did break out of another ascending wedge, right? So here's the top part of it. And it looks pretty on point, right? So we're broken out and we're retested here. So the thing is, oil's kind of its own beast for sure. So we'll see what happens. But we're in some super overbought territory, and on the daily chart, we're getting there too. So looking for a dip, it is going to happen for sure. So we get a dip on the S&P to get back to that. Let's go to some of our VIP trades. What's looking good? I really like all of them at this point. CADJPY. So we get this S&P move. CADJPY is at resistance level, underside this broken trend line here, right? Oh man, and check this out. Nope, doesn't quite make it. There's the X. There's the X. I thought it would match up perfect, but it didn't. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. But this level of resistance is pretty significant. You can see the fractals running across. And look how far back this goes, right? So this is 2012. So I feel pretty good about where we are on this. And if we look at it on, if we put our Fibonacci's here, this is our downside target for longer term trade. Which is 100 pips. 38.2 comes in, or the 23.6. Right here. So what, you know, so what we're looking for is dropping the S&P, and that's going to strengthen the yen, which is going to bring, that's leveled out, which is going to bring the JPY, strengthen it pretty much across the board, except maybe versus dollar, US dollar. But oh man, this looks like a good short too, actually. So we've got a lot of setups going on here, and like I said, things are about to bubble over. Let's take a look at NZDJPY. We're in a trade here. The VIP group is. If we get a breakdown out of this, it's going to be all she wrote. So the drop in the S&P is what we're looking for. And that's going to just, these trades that we're already in, big drop. And this is another one of my favorite setups here. 3 push, divergent. Unidos trace. So all these different pairs across the board are at a breaking point. So it's going to be an interesting 24 hours, and definitely New York session in the morning is going to be huge. So I hope you found this video helpful, right? So when you see the market all line up like this, it's like a giant perfect storm. Now, if it doesn't work out this way, that's fine. We've really are using our analysis and the tools that we've learned, and hopefully tools I'm teaching you all, especially the people in my VIP group, how we can start to look at the market and correlate it with the different pairs and across the board, and use indices and use commodities and FX, and how the three of those can kind of help you to navigate the market. So if you found that helpful, if you like this free content, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you made it this far in the video, this is I think it turned out to be a pretty long one, but I think it's an important one. And yeah, subscribe, like, and the good stuff's in the VIP group. I promise you that. So click the links below. We'd love to have you, and let's have a great rest of the week. All right, everybody. Peace.